Hey everyone, I'm just getting done wrapping up the weigh-ins for today. I just want to kind of update you guys on a few things. I do have a few people that are still going to be weighing in on Monday and giving me their money on Monday, so I will wait to give you what the final count is for the total pot until then, but I can tell you that it's really good. We have somewhere around 30 people participating, so you can kind of do the math on your own, but it is going to be a really good challenge group, so I'm very excited to jump in. I will warn you guys, 45 days is a long time. It's a big commitment. Normally I only do these groups for 21 days because it's a lengthy process to commit to, but I know you guys can do it. It's a fresh year, a new decade, so I am really excited, and I think we'll have some fun things to do along the way. So just a couple things that I want to update you on. I had told a few people when they were coming in for their weigh-ins, I am making one small change to your daily worksheets. So in this section that is your get or done list, right now, I don't know if you can see that, right now I do have 10 spots for items. I'm actually going to take that down to 5. So if you personally want to do 10 a day, that's cool. But I'm going to take this down to 5 and make each one worth 2 points. So the total value will still equal to 10, but you only have to complete 5 items on the get or done list per day. So hopefully that'll take a little bit of relief, work off of your shoulders, because I know 10 is a lot to come up with every single day. So take that down to 5, but just count 2 points for each one instead of 1 point. Other than that, you should be good to go in your workbook, so make sure you get those printed out. And then the next thing that I want to address is meal planning. So there's some people already kind of know what they're gonna do. Some of you have already decided on, a certain diet, and that's great. I think it's different for everybody. What works well for one person doesn't always work for the other person, which is why I have not given you anything specific to do. Part of this, I think, is learning how to meal plan and how to meal prep. So that is going to be part of this process, but I do want to give you just some suggestions on that as you're going through. So you do have a weekly meal planner in here. So I want you to take some time this weekend to sit down and kind of map out, what do I plan to do for breakfast? What do I plan to do for lunch? It does not have to be the same every day. In fact, variety is key, in my opinion, to being successful long-term. So one of the things that I really suggest doing is kind of going through, whether it's magazines, Pinterest is a really great resource, a couple websites like Cooking Light, or any like healthy recipe websites. Kind of do some browsing, find some that you think look really good, and add those to your catalog. So kind of say, you know what, this healthy chicken piccata recipe looks really good. I'm going to write that down for Monday. So kind of get a plan together first. Secondly, whenever you're structuring your meals, there's a certain order I would suggest doing. So first of all, protein is going to be really important, and I'll get into all of this more in depth as we go throughout the group, but I want you to kind of make that the number one thing that you're thinking about when you're meal planning. So when you go to sit down to plan your meals, pick first, what is going to be my protein at this meal? You should be eating a protein every single time you eat, whether it's a meal or a snack. Protein does help to control blood sugar, helps to keep you full. So pick your protein. It could be chicken breast, fish, shrimp, ground turkey, ground beef, eggs, tofu. It could be a protein powder if you're going to do a shake. It could be even a good healthy protein bar. You can do pork chops, pork loin, lean, beef or steak. Just, make sure that you're kind of picking your protein first. Make sure you have that in every meal. And then add seasonings, spices, marinades, whatever you need to do to add variety. I don't want this to be boring for you or get too repetitive. So make sure that you're doing that first. Secondly is going to be most of the time your vegetables. So you can do, what I suggest is either fresh or frozen. Frozen veggies have the exact same nutrient content as fresh veggies. So they make a bunch of steamable ones, whether they're fresh or frozen. You just pop them in the microwave. You can add a little bit of, olive oil, salt, pepper to them, again, to jazz them up. Sauteing vegetables, roasting vegetables, grilling vegetables are all really good cooking methods to bring out their natural flavors, and you don't even have to do much to them. So definitely look into how you can add variety with your vegetables as well. Stir fries are a really quick and easy thing to do that you get your protein and your veggies. And then lastly is going to be your carbs. So, you definitely can include carbs in your meal. Carbs are a great thing for your body as long as you're doing it in the right portion sizes and hopefully the right types of carbs. So if it's brown rice, quinoa, even couscous, you could do sweet potato, baked potato. You don't have to do that. I know some people are, on a low carb plan, that's fine. But that's kind of going to be the last thing that you want to plan into your meal. So there's a lot of different ways to do this. You can use the plate method, which is a really basic way to do it. So try to make half of your plate a vegetable, the other at least fourth or more of your plate your protein, and then fourth or less of your plate your carbohydrate. And then there's also portion containers, which I really love. I use them a lot when I am on track with my eating. So you can get them on Amazon. They come in different colors and it helps you measure out your portion of your chicken, your veggies, your fruits, your carbs, your healthy fats. So that's another thing that you can look into. If you want any more information on this or you need help, you want to sit down with me and do this more thoroughly, just let me know and we can set up a time to do that. So hopefully that gets you guys started. And I think that's all I have for you. So take some time this weekend, get that done, and I hope you're excited to start on Monday with us. Have a good weekend.